Okay, we were in run. We were doing lab 4 today, and lab 4 is going to hook on a time delay relay so that when I push the start button, the motor won't start right away. It'll start after in this case, a 5-second time delay if we set it for 5 seconds. Currently we have the wire running from the master control relay to the stop button. We have a wire running from the stop button to the start button. So the first wire we're going to need to set up is from start to the time control relay, and we're going to go to pin 2. So we're going to hook up a wire from start to pin 2 of the time control relay. Notice that the base that holds the time control relay.
Well, okay. Well, that's why I was confused. So this one goes to pin 1.
That pin goes to pin 2.
No, it goes to pin 1 because it's on the front side of the start switch. Pin 2
Oh,
is
you
on
want
the back
you
side.
want to hook that one up first.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I did on
Okay.
accident.
All right, that's
so
fine.
it's a tier.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this will be a hardware.
So our technician has decided to hook up first the wire from in between start and stop to pin 1 of the time relay. Notice that the holder that holds the time delay relay is the same holder that holds our control relay. How convenient. Okay, now we're probably going to go from the start switch to pin 2 of my time delay relay. And in this case, we're not going to tighten down pin 2 because we're going to, we need a small wire from pin 2 to pin 3, and they need to go in at the same time. That was our technicians on the other wiring lab dropping things on the floor, trying to make noise, drawing attention to themselves on purpose, which is perfectly okay. I do that myself. Okay, so now we're going to hook up a white wire from pin 7 of the time control time delay relay up to common. So a white wire from pin 7 to common. Notice in our wiring diagram we've numbered our runs. So we have just wired run 4 and run 5, and now we're going to wire run 6. So we're coming from hot, which is the master control relay. From the master control relay, we're coming to pin 8.
I don't know what's much better than that.
That was very nice.
That was a lucky wire.
And then we're gonna go from pin 6
This is
to the main motor start
from
relay.
the,
Press the button.
no, we are supposed to go from this other side.
Why would you go from the other side?
This one is coming from here.
Now that wire is already hanging down from the main motor start relay, so you don't wanna necessarily use a new one.
From 7. From 7. From 7 to
I forgot about that. This guy,
the one end of the start.
right?
Yes,
And you go
that
from the
guy.
other end of the start to stop. You understand it now? This is from 7. This is here now, from 7. Okay, look at the wire. Starts. Right? So you're supposed to go from this other end of the wire, this other end of the switch. Because it's taking it from that end. Looking for the
So we're going from
stop.
pin 6
Okay.
to the relay that's gonna turn on the motor, but we also have the wire hooked from pin 6 to pin 2 of the auxiliary contact M is already there. So those two wires are already there, so that's good.
Wait,
Now,
on this it says we're going from 8 to 2, or 6 to 3, but it doesn't matter because the numbers are backwards, right?
that's right, because you chose to
Cool.
go the other way.
Yep.
Now, we also have left over from last time, the wire going from M to the overload, and from the overload back to common. So those wires are already in place. So now we're looking at run 7 of our diagram, which isn't labeled, and we need a wire from pin 8 of the time control relay to pin 3 of the auxiliary contact in M.
Is this wire gonna go anywhere?
I don't know what that wire is.
It's to the second M contact.
Yes, that's gonna go to your light.
Okay, so.
So
I need
that's gonna
another
be,
wire.
that's one side of your light. So you're gonna come from 3
From 3
to,
to M.
from 3, which is on M,
Oh, duh. 3 right here.
3 is M, and you're either gonna go to 8 on your time control, time delay relay, or you're gonna go to master control relay. Either way.
I'm going to 6.
We're going to 8.
Interesting. If I went to the master control relay, I'd have to make a new hot wire. I don't have any red wires left.
Okay, that's fine. You have a choice, you can either go there, or you could also run it up to the stop push button on the red side if you wanted to.
I don't have enough wire.
Okay, so you don't wanna do that.
We don't want to do that either.
Okay, no, that's fine.
To another, you have to try to go with this. So if you go from this end, and
Where are we
then
going from the stop?
from stop, you can go into this and go into this. Master control.
Yep, we already had that. This was already done,
Okay.
except for this, the time. delay.
2 wires does not fit in this very well.
This is not.
I know, isn't that great?
Yeah.
I try
I
to
don't know.
connect this. This is what I say from here, from the top.
No, this is,
You can go from the stop, yeah, or from this.
So we have 2 more wires to connect, and that's to make the running light work. So one of those wires is already connected to main motor start M
I'm just thinking.
on one side.
Let's get this. Let's not have it. Because good. This is good. So there, good. First one. Then the second one here. That is what it says.
And a common
Right.
from the overload, right?
No, definitely not. That wire you just put on came from the overload.
Huh. Yeah, it did.
Yes, it did. So
Yes, it
now
did.
you want to put the wire on that goes the other way from the running light to the other side of M, which means you could go into 6. On the time delay relay, you could go to 2 on the main motor auxiliary contact.
So this needs to be a white wire.
No, it doesn't.
So,
If you're going to make anything a white wire, it should have been the one that you just put in.
yeah, like I said, this one
Yeah.
should be a white wire.
Yeah, but then
That's
you'd
what I
want,
said.
then you'd want to replace that wire plus all the other ones on the other side, so you'd have 2 other wires.
So I'm gonna have 2 black wires going to my
I
light.
have this line done.
Yes, you are.
This one is what
So you have a choice. You can either go to,
we have that one.
across
We have
the
not
main
connected
motor
this.
start guide where you already have
Connected.
2 wires hooked up,
So from the start.
or you could go to 6 of the time delay relay.
I'm gonna go to 6.
Okay,
From the start, we're gonna
that would be
connect
your shortest
all the
distance,
Yeah,
would be to go to 6.
So I don't have enough, I don't have any long wires.
Yeah, that's fine.
we can take, well, we might need that, so let's just take that wire off of our light.
We're setting a new time record putting this lab together. We're only at 13 minutes, 30 seconds into completion here, and we're on our last wire. Totally amazing. But we did have some advantage in that we already had some wires hooked up.
Yeah, but we don't need this.
So with that, all our wires are hooked up.
No, why don't you take it off from the lights? Because that's what we're, because we.
And now all we need to do is turn our switches around, put our time delay relay in the holder, and see if it's gonna work.
Really? Yeah, I didn't even bother even to look at it. Morning, sir. Good morning.
On the start, yeah, it goes before. Trying to have to establish which side of the light is it.
Already. How do you like doing it?
We like very small. Okay, use this. This was the good.
You gotta use thicker wire.
Yeah,
Use that thin
yeah,
wire.
that's,
I thought you said you can. Use
I
it.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
cut, we'll
Okay.
just cut a little wire.
This is what they use for fused wire.
Yeah, that's,
If you put enough power through it, it just burns.
yeah, it'll blow up components and things like that.
Cut it. Okay, so what did you, how did you? Because we're trying to connect from two. Okay, this is what you did. You used the big wire. That's what we're trying to use the small wire to do.
Yeah, you need to have a big wire.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
we're,
here's one of the keys.
what?
Oh, I prefer this one.
Okay, so are we gonna, is it gonna be in the same spot? Yeah, but that doesn't show seconds. This actually has seconds on it. This one's better.
I'm sure this one will work.
This one's better.
I'm sure this one's gonna be perfect.
This is in minutes.
This is gonna be good.
This is in
Huh?
minutes.
I'm sure it'll be just fine.
I know, but you said this is gonna be good, which means something's gonna blow up.
No, it'll be okay.
That's all you wanna see.
Turn on power. I don't think it's in minutes. Yeah, put the dial about halfway. All right, here we go.
Oh.
It's short.
Nothing's happening. Bummer.
Yeah, but I gotta hold the button, don't I?
Okay, well, let go.
Oh.
If the camera can read what that says on it, which I don't think it can,
How
it
is
will
it?
say 24 volts.
Oh.
So, put that guy in, right? All right,
Safety first.
so the 24 volt one did not work.
I wonder why.
And it didn't even make any noise. Bummer. They never work now. Okay. So now we're gonna push the button. Nothing happens. Typical.
Okay, I counted to 5 and nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening.
Crap. Ah!
Find it this day?
Ah! Again. Every lab.
For some reason, our technician has failed to hook up a common that's required.
Now I gotta
Why-
find the screwdriver.
Why losing
So even though the instructor tried his best to give him a 24 volt relay that wouldn't work, it doesn't matter because the common from the time delay relay was not hooked up to common up above.
Hey, does
This
anybody
is-
know where there's a,
Well, open up your toolbox.
my toolbox?
Move down one.
Yeah,
Open up
we're-
his toolbox.
we're borrowing it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I got one in my locker.
You put one in your locker?
No, like it's my screwdriver.
I only have several dozen of these things.
Ooh. Well, this one's too big, so
Yeah, they don't.
we got a grinder in here.
Use this one, it's small, but it actually works.
It actually works. See, I threw this to the side a bunch of times because I was like, oh, that's got to be too small.
Yep, I got one for you. When Menards have a sale on them, I pick them up, a dozen at a time. Well, we're now only 30 minutes into the lab now. They're making such great progress.
So now, we have,
And our friends next door are making progress too. Here we go. Now, the purpose is to make the motor go roundy-roundy after after some amount of time delay.
That's from our master control relay.
Oh, it worked.
And it turned on. Well,
I can't believe it worked.
Well, it came on. Now can you turn it off?
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't turn off.
no, we gotta wait 5 seconds to turn it off.
Any contact.
The technician believes that he's going to hold the button for 5 seconds and the motor will turn off magically. There, it did. Yes. As we're going to find out, lab number 5 says correct lab number 4. So lab number 4 now is working exactly as it should. If you look at the diagram, you'll see that if the time delay relay comes on, which it does, then the auxiliary contact M turns on, which will keep the motor running whether I hit the stop switch or not, which is exactly what is happening. So once the time delay relay turns on, he's on, I got a path of current. You can't turn off the motor. There's no way to turn it off.
Oh, because it's coming straight from the master
Except,
control relay.
except from the emergency stop button. Okay, that ends lab 4. Now we will figure out lab 5.